Greetings, gamers, and welcome to another exciting episode of Raw Dogs, your favorite podcast about video games and beer and absolutely breaking a video game in the best way possible. In totality. Today, my name is still Brad. It's always Brad today and yesterday, but we are part of the Dogcast Network. Check out all the other amazing shows. And special thanks to David Wise for the theme song.
Oh, yeah. Great song.
How are you today, Dylan?
I'm doing all right, Brad. I was not able to finish the game, unfortunately. No.
Well, you finished it before, so it's no big deal.
No, that's not even the issue. And then I did a few lore breakdown videos, watched some of those, read some timeline outlines, and I'm feeling pretty good about this one because I didn't realize this took place after 12.
Yeah, it's a loosey-goosey kind of thing when there's been so much time between something and like kind of a cultural reset that it's a world reset where a lot of the connecting threads are very tenuous. But
I mean, we're going to get into it, but reading the connections to, because my first Final Fantasy Tactics was Tactics Advance.
Interesting.
For the Game Boy Advance. That was the first one I played.
This wasn't your first time playing the PS1, though.
No,
right?
no.
Okay.
I own it on the PlayStation 1. So,
and the PSP port is supposed to be really good, too.
That's the one that they also ported to iPad, so you've played that one.
I've beaten it on the iPad and iPhone now, I think 3 or 4 times, and I beat it on the PS1 probably 2 or 3 times back in the day.
Is it just when you're on like a road trip, you get bored and you gotta whip something out?
When I was traveling around New Zealand, I was taking a lot of bus rides here or there, or, you just have time and you don't have any other games with you. And the iPad port of Final Fantasy Tactics,
it's very good.
When you have the pen, you can touch the tiles and scroll through the menus.
Yeah.
It is such a way to play this game. No buttons, all pen.
Well, then that is the port I really got into it on. I did beat the one on the PlayStation on a nice little CRT TV in my first apartment. And I'll say this, it looks still pretty good, that PlayStation version.
Yeah.
But some of the textures are kind of like, I don't even know what's going on with that little dude.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of slowdown with some of the busier stuff like summons on screen. Like cause it to chunk. Yeah, I remember getting this back on the PlayStation 1 and because, Final Fantasy 7. Oh, there's another one. It looks different.
Yeah.
It's not pretty.
Were you a picky kid about that?
I was disappointed. I don't know what it was back in the day about the summons being so cool and impressive. I remember showing my friends summons in Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
And you get to the summoner in this game and you're like ready for it. And then it's just like a moving, little graphic. And
that's what it was on the Advance as well. When I played War of the Lions, I expected it to somehow take place in the same world as the Tactics Advance,
which it does.
I don't know though. We're going to get into it.
Yeah. Have you forgotten our Final Fantasy 12 discussion? You were there for that, were you not? Or no?
Of course I was. Yeah, but then I was remembering. I had like all these memories pop in of playing the game. I was probably 12. I think that game came out in 2002. And I remember just being like so obsessed with it. That is a game you can break. Big time.
I remember just being so pissed off at the judges and the rules.
Oh, I like those.
I hated it. I would forget about something and then I wound up not playing. And I remember looking at my brother's save. It said like 116 hours or something. I was like, whoa, Brian, what are you up to?
I mean, Brian is that type of guy though.
Yep. Pro gamer. But yes, we're talking about Final Fantasy Tactics today. This started development in 1993, actually, 5 years after I was born.
3 years after I was born.
Time is strange. The idea for
it seems to go in one direction.
It does very fast at some points.
Unless you're talking about the chronology of this series.
The idea was originally conceived by Hironobu Sakaguchi, who had Square trademarked the name while he experimented with designing a strategy RPG. He would have been working on FF6 at the time.
Yeah.
He was only able to produce a short 5 to 6 page design document for his plans. In 1995, Yasumi Matsuno, Hiroshi Minagawa, and Akihiko Yoshida joined Square after leaving Quest Corporation, where they had just finished development on Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together.
That's a very good game.
I've never played a Tactics Ogre.
I can lend you it.
I don't have time.
I know. But
I appreciate
if
that.
if you were in the mood to get like horny for another really good remake, Tactics style, that one is really fucking good.
Before we go further, I opened this delicious beer from Wiseacre Brewing Company in Memphis, Tennessee. It's a coffee milk stout, heavy on the coffee. This is one of the earlier podcasts we've ever recorded, so I figured a coffee beer would be nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is out of Memphis. I was just on vacation, and it's very good. It's called Gotta Get Up to Get Down.
That is so smooth.
Mm-hmm. I like it when a beer tastes more like coffee than beer. Indeed, Brewing used to make one called Burr Grinder. That was amazing.
Oh, yeah. I've had that. It's very good.
So they joined after finishing development on Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together. Sakaguchi had greatly enjoyed the game and wanted him to join the company, wanted somewhere for him to flourish. Upon joining Square, Matsuno saw that they wanted to add a strategy RPG to their library of games, and it seemed like a pretty obvious fit for them.
It looks exactly like Tactics Ogre.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, they're like basically the same design philosophy all the way through.
And Minagawa and Yoshida joined as art director and character designer, respectively. Game produced by Sakaguchi, directed and written by Matsuno. We also know him from directing and the game design for Ogre Battle: The March of the Black Queen.
So what's really interesting about this guy is that I don't think we would have such a rich storytelling like the world of Evil East itself, if not for him. And it's such complicated lore. Look up Tactics Ogre. There's so many of them.
Yeah,
and
there is a lot of them.
And he's basically the George Lucas of this type of shit.
Yeah.
He's like, well, this will be like a side story in a much grander story. And then it's like, okay, motherfucker, these have to sell pretty well to keep making them.
And they generally...
They sold okay.
Yeah.
The Tactics Ogre sold pretty dang well, and it has this huge cult following.
After Tactics, Matsuno was the writer, concept, and original director for FF12, left shortly before the game was finished.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
That.
I don't know the issue there. Check out our 12 episode. Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together, Ogre Reborn. The artists, Yoshida, main character designer for Nier Automata. I put that down. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And both Yoshida and Minagawa did lots of Evil East and Tactics things. And Hideo Minaba was the art director for 9 and 12 as well. And he was the other artist there. Matsuno originally wanted to design the battle system for Tactics himself. However, the development team was short-staffed, so he had to focus his efforts on writing the story and creating the character development systems, while veteran designer Hiroyuki Ito was put in charge of handling the battle system. Ito, low-key, one of the best.
What
most
else did he do?
Important Final Fantasy names. Designer of this game, he was battle designer for 5, 6, 8, 9, and 12. Which...
9.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like all of those 8, 12.
Yeah.
12 is my favorite, but like those are huge. And he was the director for 6, 9, and 12 as well. So director and 9 is, I think, your second favorite Final Fantasy.
It is my favorite.
More than 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look back on it, the way that these things age, you just have to give 9 props for being one of the most beautiful looking pieces of JRPG that's ever been made.
Yeah. It's the perfect realization of a PlayStation 1 RPG.
Did we not have, back in the old days, a ranking of the Final Fantasies? I think it was during COVID. We think we did it over Zoom.
With Tom and Josh.
Yeah.
I don't know if Josh was there.
Josh was not there. if we had a guest too. We had
his buddy,
one of Tom's friends or something.
Yeah.
And I think we all had to really give props to 9. I think 9 won.
Yeah.
I think it's the one that anyone can agree on, except for the dorks who are really, really concerned about art style for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of Final Fantasies. Matsuno and Ito were shown Sakaguchi's original design documents, but decided to skip most of his ideas. Ito disliked the slow aspects of strategy games, such as the time spent having to set up and equip individual units, so he wanted to create an entry in the genre that felt more urgent and exciting. Instead of creating a large-scale war simulation with huge armies, he wanted to feel similar to other FF entries, where players could clear battles with a small party of characters that they had developed throughout their playtime.
Yeah, smart.
Seeing the character progression is very important.
Tactics Ogre, for reference, The fields are much bigger.
Okay.
There's a lot more going on.
Ito disliked tactical RPGs at the time, growing bored with their mechanics, so he decided it to be engaging, fast, and exciting, and Matsuno had to push against Ito's wishes to simplify the class system. Matsuno's like, this shit needs to be complicated.
Yeah.
This is a calculator, and we need it. Which I still...
Not a actual calculator. If you're unfamiliar, that's a class in the game.
The original arithmetician.
Yes.
Yes, back in the day. The team aimed to keep the game accessible and balance gameplay so that beginners wouldn't have to master it to finish the story. Turns out they're fucking wrong when you get to Y-Graph. Around 30% extra content and abilities were created to appeal to completionists, and maps were limited to 16 by 16 grids to keep the game running at a consistent 60 FPS. Also made rotatable so the players could enjoy them like a diorama or a miniature garden. Very cool, sometimes frustrating.
Good in concept.
Yes.
Good in concept. They could have made it more isometric, maybe, but I don't know.
That's something I really like about the Evil East Chronicles is when you are in that horrible situation where you can't see a square, you can pop over to the very top and
the
look
aerial
down.
view is such a lifesaver. Just click that ZR. You're good to go.
You really need it because there has been a couple times, not a ton, where I was unable to choose the square I wanted to. No angle, up or down. I was unable. Evil East Chronicles has fixed that at least. I want to go there.
The definitive edition.
The composers for this game, Hitoshi Sakimoto and Masaharu Iwata, they did Gauntlet 4, Tactics Ogre, Vagrant Story, Tactics Advance, 12, Odin Sphere, and many, many more.
I got to tell you, I think the soundtrack to this is kind of underwhelming.
Oh, really? This is one of my favorite Final Fantasy soundtracks of all time. It's different.
Yeah, it's just way different.
It's less identifiable themes and melodies and like its background.
Yeah, its tone.
It's very tone. Due to its portrayal of people fighting each other rather than monsters, Matsuno felt upbeat music was wrong, so he wanted it to kind of be a little more grounded. It's very different.
Yes.
It's 100% not Uematsu.
Yes.
Yeah. I just got the vinyl of it.
Of Tactics?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's very nice. There are sound novels in the original Japanese release, which were unlocked when the specific artifacts are earned at the errands in bars. They are mini games that consist of sound novels related to the elements in the Chronicle section, no bearing on the main plot. They're in Evil East Chronicles, and they really don't relate to anything.
They're just a thing to do.
They're just a thing to do in the world. I think it's like you said, Matsuno just cooking and like, this is a little side story over here for some reason.
Billy in the corner, he's been working on something. Let's just slap it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Billy Yoshida.
Hey, Billy Yoshida here. I got this idea, okay? This was released June 20th, 1997 in Japan, bundled with a demo disc of Saga Frontier.
Oh boy, what a series.
I don't know that series. I know the name.
Yeah, I've only ever played one.
Yeah?
It was on the last gen. I couldn't even tell you what it is.
One of those many RPGs that existed back then.
It's really just, that's a JRPG.
Yeah.
There's really nothing crazy special about it. I'm sure I'm going to get yelled at by someone, but...
Hit us up in the Discord.
Sure.
The English localization was partly outsourced, while the other part of the translation and localization was being handled by Squaresoft's Michael Baskett. Baskett started writing the script in an Old English style, but this was beginning to impact the game's understandability and made characters sound alike, so it was toned down in the final script. The original translation is a choice.
Muddy.
Yeah.
It's muddy. You do eventually kind of get characters' intentions, but the fact that you can't reread these conversations
In the original.
Yeah.
Because now the Evil East Chronicles...
Oh, it's great.
It's very different, but...
I actually understand the story.
But the original one, I remember playing this back in the day. I don't know if it was my brain that couldn't handle complex ideas. It wasn't used to the idea of like so many different factions, moving parts inside of like this conspiracy of, the country's politics.
I think when I was 20, I was still too dumb for this shit.
And I think with the new Evil East Chronicles translation, as well as part of the War of the Lions retranslation, it does so much to bring the story to the front. And I don't know how I didn't understand it after playing it this time, because I get it.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
The voice acting is very good in this. You got it. For the first time, I actually found myself kind of like letting them talk instead of just reading very quickly like I do in my head. I'm a very quick reader if I don't have to say it out loud. Mm-hmm. You've heard me read on this show. Not a good public like speaker, but yeah, I'm letting it all play out. I'm just letting myself.
Good.
Well, I'm just letting myself get absorbed into it because this is one of the better Final Fantasy stories, if you ask me personally.
I would put it up with the top ones for sure. Absolutely.
It's complicated. It's rich. There are gods I was unaware of the first time I played it. Like
many times, the villains are making extremely good points.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like well-written anger about the bourgeois class and people's ideas of God and power structures, and a lot of frustrated, angry characters.
It's probably one of the best endings I've ever seen in a Final Fantasy.
Anytime that I become a heretic against the church, I'm like, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, and that guy, that bastard Delita.
Yeah, and so many, actually, like, I didn't realize how much I love the story until this playthrough, because the gameplay, it's so fun and engrossing.
It's like its own dang thing.
And I've been having issues with Hades 2, where I have to slow myself down because that game gets me in like super fast twitchy. I need to keep moving.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, what's up, Melanoe? I'm like, I really care about what you're saying right now, Dionysus. I do. Nice package. I got to get moving.
Yeah.
And yeah, with this game, even I played a lot of it while I was on vacation at the resort, and like I'd wake up in the morning, drink some coffee, and I had to turn the volume up on the Switch too and really just let the scenes play out. And there were parts where Carly's like, is that a game? I'm like, yeah, it sounds that good.
Well, yeah, it's great sound quality, and I do, I like to listen to podcasts when I play video games usually. And this might be like the perfect one where you're kind of just managing units and setting everything up. But my wife is even like, you don't have like an earbud in, you don't have a podcast going. You're just listening to this. I'm like, yeah.
And the Switch 2 audio output is great.
Oh yeah, especially in handheld mode. It's got kind of a really great like what do you call that? Like it's where the sound surrounds you a little bit. I don't remember what that's called.
The speaker sounds much bigger than it is.
Yes.
The handheld mode is much better though, because there's some spots where it goes from like the black to like the outline around words that looks like shit on the screen with the Switch 2.
Really?
I've noticed that with also Hollow Knight. There's some spots, but in handheld it doesn't do that.
Oh.
The North American release for the PlayStation 1 was January 28th, 1998. The North American version is, of course, got some differences in the Japanese one. JP costs are lowered for most abilities and unlocking jobs. Faster charge times on abilities, including summons, time magic, and mystics. And the PS1 American version still has much longer times for a lot of those than the new release. They changed that even further. The summoners back in the day took forever.
Yeah, I remember.
Improved statistics for several party members. Reduced statistics for several bosses, including Belius, Kuklain, and Wygraf. Several boss units, such as Elmdor, no longer have the safeguard ability, so you could break or steal the Genji armor. And the 4 sound novel minigames were not included. Then the War of the Lions happens. That began development in late 2005 and was revealed at the end of 2006. Producers Takamasa Shiba and Shingo Kosuge were chosen to work on the title as they were longtime fans. They were worried about whether such a lengthy game would be appropriate for a handheld port. The answer is, of course. And they weren't sure if they could fit it all into a UMD. The developers sought to add new bonus content without upsetting the balance of the original gameplay. Due to the positive reception towards the multiplayer missions and item trading in Tactics Advance, the team wanted to include wireless connectivity features in the title as well.
Smart.
The War of the Lion subtitle was partially inspired by the new multiplayer functionality. There was a new translation here as well. Joseph Reeder, who had previously been involved in localizing FF12, was tasked with the new translation, assisted by Tom Slattery, and voice acting was added to this release. I didn't know that there was voice acting in the PSP.
Yeah.
Despite being absent in the Japanese version, the developers deemed it was not necessary and would feel out of place since the rest of the game would still be unvoiced. New movie scenes, new characters for that.
I really like those animations. I think it has such an interesting look to it. It's so surreal and pastel, and It doesn't quite look like the game itself, but it kind of like pulls you in.
It's
fun
great
to watch.
Yeah. I would if they were to make a show with that art style. I don't know if I could watch it for like 20-30 minutes. It's got a
I wouldn't be able to do that either.
Fairy tale look. But this
there aren't that many of them either, so
yeah, they're nice when they pop up.
Yeah, it's cool.
It added widescreen, FMVs, voice acting, multiplayer. Unit capacity for party members went from 16 to 24. They adjusted JP cost, charge time, character enemy stats. Additional story battles, side quests, and events are added. And new playable characters, Luso Clemens from Tactics A2, Grimoire of the Rift.
Very good video game.
I've never played Tactics A2.
So it was a DS game.
Yeah.
Came out 2009, 2008. I remember getting it. I was a freshman in college, and I was like, oh, man, this just came out. And I walk to the GameStop because I have no other way to get there.
Yeah.
And I pick it up, and me and a friend, we just played that for like probably 200 hours.
That'd be nice to get a remaster or like a collection of those two games.
To be honest with you, when I first saw the words like the Ivalice Chronicles or whatever, I was like, oh shit, really? Like all of them?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
But no. Yeah. It's just that one.
And you could also throw Vagrant Story and 12 in there as well, all same universe.
I don't know if people would have the patience for Vagrant Story.
No, I don't. I didn't have the patience back then, and I had all the time in the world for games.
I figured it out eventually, but that game is really difficult to understand.
Yeah.
It's super fucking obtuse.
Yeah, I'd like to maybe watch some videos just to see what it's about again, because I know it's like some strange action tactical combat.
Yeah, it's pseudo grid based.
Yes, Rafa and Merrick's seer abilities result in they changed a lot of things. We don't need to go through all of it, but the most exciting thing is the new Dark Knight job, which was inspired by Cecil from FF4, and Onion Knight was influenced by the then recent 3D release of FF3.
Very good game.
The Dark Knight is amazing. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about the different jobs a little bit later, but I was very disappointed those are not included in this release.
Yeah.
A lot of the War Lions stuff wound up not being in there. Did you ever play the multiplayer for the War of the Lions on the PSP?
No.
Yeah. You fight against each other. You and I could fight against each other. There's certain story battles that we could work together and just take turns.
That's fun.
I'm more into the battling each other. That's kind of fun. That really would, it's different than fighting a computer.
They should have included that in this.
Why not?
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Why not? To do this, actually, you go to a tavern, and then you select the option to go into Melee, which is kind of fun. And then there's also Rendezvous, which is certain story missions you can play together.
So I played it on the Vita.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's probably why I never would have gotten into that. Also, my friends, they weren't huge JRPG nuts. So what are we going to do? Had to have some normies.
The PlayStation Portable release was October 9th, 2007, and then it came to the iOS on August 4th, 2011 with the touchscreen interface.
Yep.
And then we got Ivalice Chronicles. 2021, it was first listed within the NVIDIA's GeForce Now's internal database, which leaked, and was reiterated by insiders to have been in development since then. June 2005 revealed during a Sony State of Play. Kazutoya Mahiro, the original game's event planner, is the remaster's director. I like that you made this game,
Curate.
30 years ago. You want to come and do it again?
I don't know if I'd feel okay with that. If I were the person, it's because sometimes I look at some of my drawings from when I was like in college and I just go, oh, fuck. I wish I could redo that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting to bring them back for a game. That is, it's weird revisiting work after 30 years.
Yeah, it's strange, but painters do it all the time.
And Yasumi Matsuno returned to help design the remaster and refine the script. It was his story. He's like, no one touch it. I'm back. Everyone stop. Let me take care of this.
Yeah, man. Did we talk at all about the Ivalice? Did we really go over the Ivalice Alliance in our 12 episode?
Yeah. One of our, I think that was like 3-parter.
Jesus. We did talk for a while.
That was, yeah. The Final Fantasy ones always go long. The Ivalice Chronicles changes to it. There's the classic version, which is the original version of Tactics you access in the main menu. Combines the original gameplay and graphics with the new English script, and the maximum number of units in the player party is 16. The enhanced version, the primary high-definition remaster, incorporates a lot of changes. An expanded script with new dialogue, we mentioned that. Voice acting. I was really happy with the voice acting, that it wasn't limited to story scenes.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I'd click, my character's like, all right, I'm in. I was like, whoa, Samuel.
He's talking.
You got like a tough voice and you're my wizard.
Oh, hello, Dirk.
There's one wizard, he's like, I think guns are the best weapon around. I'm like, wizard with a gun. I'm in, dude.
You can make that happen.
I like all of the little voice acting, like when you go into a tavern or when you go into a shop, all of it is a really tight package. And they could have just done it for the story scenes, but adding your little not NPCs, you're like non-story characters.
I think that you do. One of the great things about Tactics, especially, is that you develop these weird attachments to certain like units, just because you're like, oh, you're my guy, you're my bow and arrow guy. Like, his name is Barley or something, and you're just like, oh, that's cool. Like, now I'm gonna you kind of give them personalities in your head.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is really fun. More games should do that.
I always get paralysis. You're actually able to rename characters in this one, whereas before you weren't.
No.
And I always get paralysis. Oh, I have to name 4 characters now, so I just went to Game of Thrones and grabbed character names I like. So I had Arya, Sansa, Theon, and Samwell.
I had one named after my wife. I made her the healer. And then I was just kind of choosing ridiculous names.
Yeah.
At what point would you want to meet a knight called Freddy or something like that? It's just like, then I have one that's like Frasier, Niles, Daphne. It's like all my friends from Cheers, Norm.
I like that.
Yeah. And I'm like, Frasier, you are incorrigible.
The samurai, Frasier. Yeah, the battle dialogue, lots of that was additional, and they added a lot of banter between characters. Like if you bring Agrias to a certain fight, she'll have things to say to this character more than was included originally, which is all fun.
That is nice.
Cloud Strife has extra dialogue during the battle at Trade City of Salkidos, referring to Aerith's fate in the Promised Land from FF7. If the player brings Cloud to Milan, Fulmarv confirms that Cloud's soul is a copy from another plane, having transcended with the power of the Aura Sight, which created the soul copy of a body. Yada, yada, yada.
So Cloud is canon.
He is canon. Yep. The ending has been expanded as a result of the collaboration between Matsuno and the Ramza voice actor Shinosuke Tachibana. There's more added at the end.
There's more of an epilogue.
Yeah. Originally,
I'm excited to see that.
Originally, it was a little, you're unsure if Ramza survived or it's just like kind of a weird vision. This is like, they survived. Ramza and Alma get away.
Wait, I always was pretty sure they rode off on their chocobos together.
They do, but Oren has this moment like, did I see that? Is that real? Was I?
Oh, because
it was essentially very obviously real
at the funeral. Yeah. Okay. Now they just made it canon that Ramza just went off to do his own shit.
They added dialogue like Alma and I never turned back, and
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool though.
I like it.
I think Ramza deserves to live.
He's such a good character.
Brilliant character. Interesting, because he's kind of your typical, like, I got to do the right thing because doing the right thing is the best. But he's actually pretty, like, he can be, like, weird and callous and kind of, like, angry.
Yeah, very nuanced.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot more depth to his character and anger. And he gets very fed up with the way, betrayed by everyone. A lot of people.
Yeah.
The 4 sound novel minigames are now available. They're included. There's the character encyclopedia. If I didn't look through any of this until at the end of the game.
I've been looking through it.
It's so good.
It's good.
It's so good to, like, they have factions. So, you know, like, all right, this is Corpse Brigade. This is this. Yeah. This is Duke Altana's man.
Yep.
Did omit content. The Dark Knight and Onion Knights are not back, as well as Balthier and Luso. No multiplayer modes. Lots of gameplay changes. They rebalanced pretty much everything. Chemists have higher chances to acquire rare items with Treasure Hunter.
Good.
Which is, they learn it before, and now they also have it innate. So you don't have to have it equipped on them, which is nice.
Yeah. Smart.
Archer, Summoner, and Soldier have faster charge times. If things are moving faster than you remember them, it's because they actually are.
That is actually something I noticed. I'm like, he's letting off a few arrows. Look at him go.
I remember back in the day with a Summoner, you want to summon like Bahamut, and it was like 5 turns. It was a very long time. Terrain type is listed in the action menu adjacent to the Geomancy skill, instead of having to go in Geomancy and scroll down, it just says Geomancy Tanglevine. So it just says right what it is.
Shit.
Which is very nice. Cloud Strifes, Blade Beam, and Clim Hazard have been changed to align with the new remake versions of those skills. And no longer...
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Really? I haven't gotten Cloud yet.
And he's great. The voice actor is the same one from the remake.
Really?
And it's really cool hearing his voice again.
Oh, fuck. I'm excited for that.
And he's no longer level 1. In the original one, he joins at level 1, which is so stupid. Yeah. Now he's the average of your party level, so he's actually viable.
Dear God.
Bard and Dancer perform faster. Teleport has been increased to 3,000 job points to learn for a Time Mage. And Meteor is a faster charge time. And Zodiac compatibility changed worst compatibility with incompatible signs between same-sex enemies to best compatibility for them to do more damage with more accuracy to each other, just like the best compatibility for opposite gender attacks in previous versions. If that sounds complicated, it's because it is.
Yeah, I always had a chart handy. I remember printing it out.
That's one of those things. There's like a level of complexity that I'm like, no, I'm not going to engage. I am a Leo. He will be a Leo. I'm not going to look at, is this character a Pisces?
No.
I don't have time for that level of craziness.
I just don't really. Because I just got done playing like the newest Pokemon game.
Yes.
And I'm a stats monger when it comes to like catching Pokemon, figuring out what their inherent values are, their effort values. And going back and playing a little bit more of this, I'm like, you don't have to, Dylan. Your burden is with this game, not this one.
Just enjoy the Toga Kip or whatever it is.
Toga Kip.
Torchic.
Not in this one, unfortunately.
Skip. How about Lapras?
Pass. Lapras isn't in there, no.
What? Why would you play it?
I don't know.
I love Lapras.
Lapras is all right.
It's
mostly Mega Pokemon. So
Mega
Mega
Pokemon?
MEG.
I'm not playing it.
My burden.
Guest characters cannot change their jobs nor learn secondary abilities outside of their current job. You can no longer make Argath a chemist without a weapon before a battle, or Gafgarian, same way. You can unequip items before you go in, but you can't change their jobs.
Okay.
Regular movement can be canceled if it is done before acting, as long as the character did not move to a treasure, crystal, or a trap.
I love that.
It's good. Sometimes you make a mistake and just to take it back. And it's great now when you hover over a unit, it shows their attack range.
Their attack range. I do wish that there were some sort of button that you could press to just see everyone's movement range, like they do in Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
But, it's whatever. It's an older game,
Yeah. And the UI is very exciting here. You can mark favorite units, which is nice to put them at the top 5, so you don't have to go scrolling down to find Orlando or whatever.
It's not crazy, but
it's a nice little adjustment, quality of life thing. Pretty much anything that could be a quality of life convenient thing, they took care of.
Yeah.
I said on the Discord, this might be one of my favorite remasters I've ever played.
It's really good.
The streamlining of the story, the voice acting, and all of the problems, because I'd literally just beaten the old one on my phone like a month before playing the new one. And all of the quibbles have been addressed in a really good way.
Yeah.
The random encounters no longer mandatory. You can choose to flee at no penalty.
It's fantastic.
Because before, when I would go do errands, I'd send 3 characters out. I need to spend 10 days. You have to walk 5 days here, 5 days back. and I would save beforehand, hit a random battle, reload. And it would be so tedious. And they're like, nah, just flee if you don't want to fight.
It's good.
It's nice.
Yeah.
And
I didn't even, I guess I thought that was always there, but.
Not in the original.
No.
There is, the pre-battle has been changed prior to starting. You can now see the map. Instead of just having the 8 squares and not seeing where they're facing or where enemies are, you see it on the map and where enemies are. That's huge.
Yeah.
There's some times where I'm like, oh, I would have put all my ninjas on the left side if I had known they were facing that.
Yeah.
It's a strange, convenient thing. You can now retry ongoing battles from the start and like the option to either change the unit setup or use the existing one. The player can retreat from consecutive battles. So if you are in a 4 battle sequence in one location, before, if you had only one save, you could trap yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And if you weren't strong enough to fight Y-Graph and you couldn't, your save is completely useless. Now you have the option like, you can retreat. You just have to do the previous battles again.
I think I've got 10 slots saved onto.
Yeah. I think I have a decent amount too. It's generous with the auto saves as well.
Yeah.
There were times when I did little completionist things where it's like the rarest items to steal or find. Yeah. And sometimes you have like a 5% chance and you only get 1 chance. So I would be in a battle and I'd hit it and not get what I wanted. So then I would just go to an autosave and it takes you back like 30 seconds so you can try it again.
Oh, it's that up to date? Okay.
You only get a number of them. Like it'll give you 5 retries before your autosaves like kind of, they become void after a while.
Oh, okay.
It's weird the way it works. The autosave would just mention that. Speed up, you can increase the speed of dialogue, battle, and world map movement.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yes. This is one of the greatest conveniences of modern gaming.
Yeah, because I know I'm going to win the battle. Just play it out. I don't care about the enemies moving around. Nope. I don't give a fuck. I know my character is going to survive, so fuck it.
Just hold that button and just get through. That's why I was able to beat this game so fast.
Right. Because that would add probably like 10 hours.
I'd say easily 10 hours.
10 hours, something around there.
Yeah, it's so fast.
Watching shit play out, it's so fucking annoying. You know, Pokemon should have that too, but whatever.
Yeah, I like that all old RPGs, now they're like, you can speed it up too.
Yeah, that's it. I bought the Final Fantasy VI Pixel remaster or whatever, the new ones.
I've been flirting with that.
It's so good.
Yeah. It's always like so expensive.
It's just a game I know like the back of my fucking hand. I know exactly where to go to get every fucking Magicite.
Yeah.
But with the sped up battles, I'm like, oh, good, I can just level up here. This is the space where I steal from this type of enemy and I get like 100 high potions.
I remember when we did FF9, I did that one with Spike, but with FF9, those battles are so slow. And if there had not been the speed up function, I would have lost my mind.
The load in, my big problem is still with FF9 is the load in time. They didn't get rid of that. Where and then you circle them and it's like da 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 da.
Like every time? We're doing it every time.
It makes it difficult. If rumors of that remake are true, like an actual remake, I would be so happy.
I would be fine with just like that one. You do need to do a remake.
You would have to remake it.
Ground up.
You can't just it's already been remastered.
Turn order is now displayed on the side.
Woo!
This was originally, you could find it back in the original one. You'd have to go
menu.
Like status, battle menu, this, that, and it would show turn order. This they put on the left side of the screen. And also, if you're going to like, all right, I want to cast Fyra, and it shows where it'll line up, what characters move before you. So a lot more strategy to it.
Well, you know, it's funny, on the Discord we were talking, and Aaron was asking us for like advice, and it kind of brought me back to how it felt to first play this game.
Yeah.
It is convoluted. it is a little hard to understand at first exactly what you're doing and how it all works.
Yeah.
Because then you've got like sight lines for characters. And even though you think you could, nope, too bad he's kind of behind that rock.
Yeah, or your characters are
Height
kind of
difference,
staggered here. Can I shoot through them?
Yeah.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
And it doesn't always explain why.
And if you have a regular bow and arrow, you can shoot that shit way up and it comes way down. If you have a bow, like a bow gun, the thing is
forward.
only straight forward.
Yep.
It's very cool. I've beaten this game probably 10 times. Every single time I'm learning, okay.
Right.
That's how this works.
Yeah.
I didn't know that if you gave a ninja the rend, like the knight abilities, like rend helm, rend armor, since they can attack twice inherently.
It lowers it further.
No, they actually get 2 chances to rend armor at a time.
Oh, no fucking way.
They get 2 of everything, even like those
Jesus.
abilities. So
A lot of those push abilities can really do a lot of damage too.
yeah, it's very, very cool. I didn't realize that, but yes, the map has been adjusted so you can actually look at all of the tiles. The grid view has the top down. Increased units. You now can have 50 units in your party if you want to get all the monsters and whatever. If you want 50 fucking chocobos running around banging like crazy, they're everywhere.
Yeah. I never did a lot of the monster stuff, to be honest with you, for units.
This time I did.
Yeah.
I didn't use them, but I'll collect them and then you poach them.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the only way to get some of like the rarest pig. Like the pig only shows up in 2 battles. You can get like a random one, but they're rare. You get the pig and then you let it fuck enough to create more pigs. And then eventually you get like the wild boar or whatever it is, which is the super pig. And then to poach those things, you have to bring them in with your party, turn and kill them. And then they're poached. And then you can go get the best, rarest items in the game from some of those monsters.
Oh, Jesus, I'm going to have to look up how to do this.
Yeah, I was fucking around with it this time just because I was curious. The locations list is amazing. Now there's like great pictures of the castles, of the towns, and it shows what shops sell. Like, all right, I need to go get guns. No guns in this one.
Yep.
There's a lot of real cool, convenient things. Ramza's sprite color for his outfit can be changed for those who pre-ordered or purchased the deluxe edition. I actually did this because I wanted just a little flare is nice. I wish they could just have all color customization. Let my summoners wear red.
Yeah.
Let my black mage have a white robe.
That'd be cool.
Be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when reaching chapter 4, Ramza's squire job is renamed to Gallant Knight to symbolize his journey and character growth. Same thing.
Yeah.
Poaching is actually presented with a mini tutorial in this. Generic units can now be renamed. Equipment. The Elmdor's Genji equipment can now be acquired via stealing. Male units can now equip perfumes and hair adornments, which was not allowed before.
Yeah.
They used to have that be gender specific. And it's like,
Why?
bitch, I wear perfume.
You want to know what's really progressive? And I hate to keep bringing up Pokemon. You can just wear skirts. Boys can wear skirts.
Why not?
Boys can have girl hairstyle.
It's flowy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Feels good.
I definitely ran around in a skirt for a while. I was like, hell yeah, dude. Let it all hang out.
Yeah.
I already know I'm the Pokemon master, but I need you to understand that you can't stop my Riz.
No.
You can't stop my Riz.
There's so much of it. It's
I
everywhere.
want people to be afraid of me. And when they see me, they're like, that guy could whoop my Pokemon's ass.
We're not going to talk too much about Pokemon, but what was your favorite Pokemon in this one?
My favorite Pokemon?
Like your go-to Pokemon for battles.
Salamence.
Is a salamander with like fire ability?
No, it's a dragon.
With what element?
It's dragon type.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon flying.
You looked at me like, you dummy.
Dragon,
it's a dragon type, dude.
Dragon flying. He can mega evolve. His mega evolution's great. He ends up looking like a stealth bomber. It's pretty fucking rad.
Cloud now joins the party with the materia blade by default because before he didn't have it and he couldn't use any of his limit breaks. So in the original game, you get level 1 Cloud when everyone's level 60. He can't use his thing unless you find a rare weapon on top of a volcano, which you would never go for. If you didn't have a guide back in the day and to spend a lot of time, Cloud was completely useless. Yeah. Now he gets it by default. And
was Cloud one of your go-tos in this?
Nope. Well, actually, no, he was. I did wind up including him into my party. Him and Orlando were integrated.
Right.
Just because they're that good. But with Cloud, I wound up, I think I went either monk or ninja and leaned into it really hard. Because I just wanted the sprite in the voice acting and not his limit breaks.
Sure.
His limit breaks are not that good.
No.
State of the Realm is a new story feature, which shows a map. It shows the moving parts. Check it out. It's great. There's difficulty options. Squire is easy mode. Knight is standard mode. And Tactician, more challenging and demanding. Enemies have better stats. And
did you do that one?
Yep.
Okay. I stuck with Knight because I had to refamiliarize myself with a lot of this, and I just didn't want to be redoing battles.
I didn't intend to break the game this time.
Yeah.
But we had a long car ride to Tennessee, so I had probably 4 or 5 hours, and I didn't want to do story stuff because Carly's driving. I don't want to turn her music down and put this up. I'm like, I got to listen to this. I didn't do that. So what I wound up doing is just sitting in the very first battle, and everyone got ninja abilities. Everyone was like mastering stuff.
Really? So yeah. So you're just like way over leveled at a certain point.
Essentially, all of the abilities I wanted my characters to have for most of the game. I had a ninja with steel, a ninja with monk, and a ninja with knight abilities. So they're super fast. They're all brawlers, which is the monk. So they don't use weapons. They're all just like ninjas that just punch things.
That's cool.
Yeah. Punching armor in half. Very cool.
That is rad.
And so and then, I had my 2 mage classes. So I was very broken. And I think that's why tactician mode wasn't a big deal. I think if I was trying to level up with the story battles.
Yeah.
But I almost did no random battles at all afterwards. It was just story stuff, which was really fun.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. There's a music player unlocked. So you can listen to the soundtrack if that's your thing. But yeah, so that's kind of the changes. We've talked a little bit about gameplay. We don't need to get too hard into some of this. Like turn order, we get it. It's a strategy game.
Yeah.
We understand. I did want to touch base on some of the stranger things, though, like zodiac signs.
Yep, let's do it. Because I'm still even confused, and I've played this game 2-3 times.
So unlike the real world, astrology is a very important thing here. It actually affects things.
Tell that to my wife.
I was just trying to troll people so hard there.
I know.
Units.
I'm a Taurus, so I don't believe in any of this shit.
I still remember we were at some party at the plant store Carly used to work at, and someone said, I don't even know Carly's sign. She's like, oh, you're a Leo and she's a Pisces. How do you make that work? And I'm like, I don't know. We just treat each other like adults and respect each other. How do you make it work?
How do you make it work?
Just kind of, treat each other like a human being and love each other and support.
My wife will often be like, that's such a Taurus thing. And I'm like, I've met other people born near me.
Yeah.
They don't really act like me. Oh, that's because what's your rising sign and your moon sign? And I'm like, so someone born on the exact same day as me has my personality? Is that how it works?
It's the influence
of the stars.
The fact you're questioning this, so Taurus.
Well, stars aren't even in the same place at any given time.
Yep.
Okay.
But it's real here.
Oh, God.
Opposing pairs are especially effective against each other. I don't know how they determine these things. For instance, a male Pisces and a female Virgo can inflict massive damage to each other, whereas a male Pisces and a male Virgo will deal much less.
Typical Virgo.
The game checks the signs of 2 interacting units to determine a compatibility modifier. With team building, you could use the Zodiac system to build a party with strong synergy. For example, having a healer with the best compatibility with another sign, they heal more.
Okay.
Strange.
I've never had any trouble.
Me neither. And some people are like, oh yeah, the Y-Graph fight is just, if you're a Sagittarius, it's just nothing. I'm like, what are you talking about? Go outside.
In my game, I'm a Taurus. It's just like I put in my birthday.
Expecting me to not put my birthday in is weird.
Yeah, I'd be
They
like,
don't explain really how it works either, so you don't know why.
There are a lot of games that actually ask you your birthday, and I'm always kind of like, well, that's like a year away. What?
Yeah.
Like, am I going to be able to experience the fullness of this game? Death Stranding, I know they give you a cake.
Which is the only reason I might do something other than my birthday.
Right.
When I sign up for, like, if you go to a pizza place, like, you want to be in our loyalty program, I'm like, you just need an email? Sure. My birthday's next week. And then you get that email, hey, you get a free pizza.
It's like, great.
Like, good. It works.
I mean, do they expect you to be honest?
It works way more than it should. Where you get free shit if you just put your birthday as a week after you sign up for those things, or a month if you want to be safe. But
I do that at the TGI Fridays. They come out singing.
I have 100 different email accounts at TGI Fridays.
They're like, wow, you're just wearing like Charlie Chaplin like glasses and a Groucho Marx mustache over your beard.
We have another birthday this week.
Wow, you look familiar.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, boss fights, like I mentioned, understanding their sign can help you plan. Choose Ramza's birthday wisely. It'll influence the rest of your game. Some signs like Capricorn, Virgo, Scorpio, or Taurus are recommended for Ramza, whatever.
So I did good.
Bravery. Now, everything is also affected by bravery and faith.
Yep.
I didn't pay any attention to this back with
in the day.
Even the iOS ones
Yeah.
until my recent playthrough on the phone.
Yeah.
Like this year, and even more so now, was I really paying attention to bravery and faith because it affects a lot of things. Bravery affects physical prowess and the activation rate of their reaction abilities. Numerical value, it'll say brave 60, whatever it is. It acts as a percentage chance for most reaction abilities to trigger. For example, with 97 bravery, a unit with the counter ability has a 97% chance of using it when attacked.
I guess I didn't know that.
The only exceptions are ninjas, abandon, and reflexes, and knights, parry, and weapon guard, which are not affected by bravery. Those are affected by weapon stats, which we're not going to get into.
No, we don't need to.
Physical attack damage. Certain weapon types is affected with bravery, such as bare hands, katanas, and knight swords. Higher bravery, higher attacks. Rare treasure hunting. If you're doing the move find with treasure hunter, you want your character to have the lowest bravery possible because they'll find rare items for some reason.
I wonder why.
So when I would be trying to find the rare drops, like in that final dungeon, I would have one of my character have an oracle ability, which is like intimidation or something, which lowers bravery. And you lower it down to just over 10.
Okay.
Because if you go below 10, you turn into an actual chicken. And your character's useless then. Your character turns into a chicken. And yeah, that's 9 bravery or less. If it falls that much, a chicken cannot be controlled and will only run away from enemies. They regain 1 bravery per turn, and then they will quit being a chicken.
Oh, God.
If they get to 5 bravery or less, they leave the party permanently.
Fuck.
It's interesting. At the end of a battle, if it's 5 or below, they just desert the party. Everyone can do this except Ramza. You can even have story characters that have joined. And for permanent changes, every 4 points of bravery gained or lost during a battle through those abilities results in a single point change. So you can artificially make someone's bravery
higher or lower
by doing a lot of this. I didn't know that, and I definitely lowered some characters' braveries.
That sounds like fucking hyper training in Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
And then there's faith. Gotta have faith.
Gotta have faith.
The faith stat determines magical aptitude.
Oh, yeah. Gotta get that black mage in early.
That's why when you're doing, everyone, they go and they choose their characters at the right when you can go to the warrior guild.
Yeah.
Check out their bravery and their faith. If you can find 2 high ones, grab that character. If you find a super high faith and a lower bravery, take them.
Sure.
That's okay. But then you want those characters
you can leverage that into a chemist, into a white mage, into a black mage,
Yep.
And then make them like dual magic.
Yeah. If you want a character to be magic focused, just keep an eye on their faith stat.
Yep.
It'll increase magic damage. It'll increase healing. A high faith stat will increase the efficiency and potency. Higher success rate for those attacks and spells. Increased vulnerability. Units with high faith take more damage from magic. So a mage getting hit with fire versus a samurai getting hit with fire, depending on their faith stat, the more faith you have, the more you are hurt by magic.
I guess it makes sense that the stuff they equip too also has higher like magic defense though too. So
necessarily.
Yeah.
Interestingly, if a character like Worker 8 has 0 faith, magic has no effect on him. No,
oh, really?
No, lightning does. Only lightning because he's a machine.
Yeah.
But like otherwise, they can do a Firaja and he can just sit there and not be affected at all. And characters, if you artificially lower their faith to super low, magic has almost no effect on them.
So I'm like a brutal atheist
in the game too.
In the real world,
yeah.
Too. and so it's like everyone else is LARPing and they're actually being affected by this shit, and I'm just like, okay, you just threw a colored sock at me.
This has no, yeah. It's wild.
Yeah, that's cool. I kind of like that as a concept. It's just like the world literally has gods, and you still choose.
You're fighting the god.
Yeah, no, demons not really real, man. I mean, that's great makeup, but
I need more evidence.
Yeah. The cardinal just transforms into a demon, and you're just like, this shit again.
I'm a man of science. Risk of desertion. If a character's permanent faith reaches, this is interesting. I didn't know this. If it reaches 95 or higher permanently, they will warn, I'm going to leave your party. If it reaches 95 by the end of a battle, they permanently desert to go seek God on their own.
God,
they'll just leave. They're like, I have a higher calling. I can't be here anymore. That's so wild.
It's just they choose to become nuns.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I didn't know this, and I couldn't even find like YouTube videos.
So if you have high enough faith, you basically just become a pacifist, like all life is...
They go to seek God on their own is what they say.
Go to seek God on their own. There's like several gods.
They're going to walk the earth like Cain in Kung Fu.
Man, okay.
And the other important thing I wanted to talk about was JP spillover, because this is confusing to everybody. Because you'll look at your job.
You're thankful for it.
And you'll say, how is Ramza a level 3 time mage? He's never been a time mage.
Yep.
JP spillover is a hidden mechanic that allows all characters participating in a battle to gain job points for a job, regardless of their current class. If Ramza is with 3 black mages, all the JP they get, he gets a portion of it to black mage.
Yeah, I've done that a lot.
It's a really great way to level up other characters.
It's how I got a lot of my archer skills.
In the original re-release, the PlayStation in the War of the Lions, spillover amount is 25%. And in the Evil East Chronicles, it is 20%. So 20% of all JP of the other classes are coming to every character.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It basically makes Ramza like the most badass unit.
Yeah.
Pretty much inherently.
He's constantly picking up little bits here and there.
I mean, for random battles, I would tend to leave Ramza out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Just because I'm like, you guys got to survive on your own once in a while. Because you need them to have a variety of skills as well, not just Ramza. Because if you rely too much on Ramza and he goes down, what are you going to fucking do? Yeah,
and that's acquiring abilities. We didn't really talk about that too much with crystals now in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, summoner dies, you could acquire an ability from them.
Yeah.
Now you acquire every ability.
Yeah.
That's very different.
I don't let my characters die.
Well, enemy characters.
Oh, enemies, yeah.
If an enemy archer dies, send someone over there. If they crystallize, and there's a chance you're going to get 10 abilities out of it. It's wild.
Oh, yeah. That is cool.
Yes. I didn't want to go too deep into a lot of other things, but we're going to talk about all the jobs.
Okay, let's do it.
That's fun.
Yes, it is fun.
Squires, they have fundaments. That's like their ability. Basic but versatile, providing early game damage, buffs, and utility that remain useful for grinding JP.
I'm going to throw a rock at you.
Which is funny to me that people would always do the throw rock when there was also the option to get focus, which you just increase your attack power and you're not throwing rocks at everybody all the time.
Yeah, I think early on, especially, that this game can be really brutal to new players. Because you're still not used to what the battle system is, and if you don't understand the ins and outs,
oh yeah,
some of those early skirmishes can be pretty fucking rough.
You get punished very quickly. Dorter Trade City is the first one where you're like archers and black mages, and you probably don't have anything to. You get
I
there.
always have black mages by that point.
I had a ninja squad that was like move +3. And it was like two-shotting.
An assassin league.
I had you want to fight?
Yeah.
You want to fight?
Are you sure?
Because
I seem like a brat.
I got 3 ninjas.
3 ninjas. Yep.
Colt, Rocky, and Tum Tum.
Tum Tum.
Those are the 3 ninjas characters.
Oh, yeah.
Remember from the movie?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tum Tum. The fat guy's name is Tum Tum.
Well, and he's just a little kid that was mildly chubby.
Yeah.
But they're like, your whole personality is a joke about fat.
What does Vincent D'Onofrio play in Apocalypse Now?
In Full Metal Jacket?
Full Metal Jacket. What was his name? Pyle?
Gomer Pyle.
Gomer Pyle, yeah.
Yep.
He was considered fat.
Yeah. He put on a lot of weight for that.
I weigh more than that. I know that.
Yeah. Squires, they're useful early on. Focus is nice for increasing attack power. What you really want to get out of them is JP boost. That's you essentially what a lot of different jobs, they're going to have like a reaction ability, a support ability. I forget the terms for all of them, but you gain abilities from jobs and you can equip them on other jobs.
Yep.
And JP boost is almost always on a character until I finalize their class and what I want them to be.
Yep. It's basically the freelancer class in every Final Fantasy that lets you choose the class.
Yep. Squire, good default class. You get a movement +1. You'll always want those movement abilities too, especially for
Put that damn battle boot too.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Get that battle boot.
Everyone gets a battle boot.
Because moving across the battle, getting an extra 2 squares is huge early on.
That's why I always start out my black mages. I do a bit in chemist, I do a bit in squire, and then I let them go full hog as a black mage. Because without those, your character moves like 3 squares.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't want that. Fuck that shit.
Very useful to get extra move spaces early on. And Ramza's unique squire abilities is Tailwind, which you can increase a separate unit speed by 1. Mm-hmm. Very helpful if you're trying to steal things. The higher speed, the more successful you are.
Yep.
So if I was in a stealing situation, I would just increase their speed by 30 or whatever it is.
Time magic.
And Chant for Ramza can sacrifice HP to heal another one.
Not always very useful, but
I don't like the sacrifice thing. Chemists are initially very helpful, useful. Yeah. You kind of move away from them, and then later on though, when they can get guns,
it's not bad.
I like that.
It's cool. I really like the chemist class because there's so many auto potion shit available. Yeah, it's just you can become a tank unto itself because they're I don't even remember. The auto reaction abilities. Wasn't it always that there was just one of them? Now you can have 2?
No, well, you always get 1 react ability, 1 support ability, and 1 move ability.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right. I was confusing myself in my memories.
But with auto potion, you'll use either a potion, high potion, or X potion after you're damaged. Mm-hmm. If you only have X potions,
you'll only be using them.
If you have, it goes lowest. So if you have potions, they'll only use potions. So at some point, you want to get rid of your potions and get up there. And treasure hunter's good as well. Chemist, I always like to have one. Mm-hmm. They're always successful. Mm-hmm. Which sometimes when a white mage is trying to do rise or a rise, and it's not successful, I'm like, I have 2 moves to save this character from permadeath.
Right.
And a chemist never fails with a Phoenix Down.
Yeah, Phoenix Down.
And especially if you are a chemist, you can toss the items so far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How many times have I thrown an elixir halfway across the field?
So cool.
Smashed my friend in the head.
A chemist just like a quarterback just throwing potions across the field. Very cool.
Insert famous quarterback here.
Tyler, where are you? The knight class, heavy armor, solid damage dealer, powerhouse early in the game.
Yeah, tank.
Less movement, which hurts them.
Whatever. I mean, that's fine. But it's so standard. I like some of the knight abilities, but I find myself moving away from them for more dynamic classes. Yeah. Generally speaking, I don't think I ever towards the end of these have someone who's just a knight?
No. It's a great secondary ability, which we didn't mention either. So everyone gets the abilities of the class they are, and you can choose another one. You can be a monk with knight abilities. You can be a chemist with black mage abilities, however you want to do that. And knights are inherently slow, but they can be useful. So my ninja that had knight abilities had 2 chances to destroy weapons. And if they're behind with their high speed, very successfully can take any weapon out of any enemy's arms first try.
Love that.
It's that's
I'm
one
gonna
of the
have to incorporate that.
There's one of the way to break the games. Essentially knights can destroy armor and weapons. They have a chance to parry, where they can block a physical attack, and they can equip shields. The archer, they use charged attacks that deal additional damage after a short delay. Concentration was what we were talking about with Aaron. He was wondering why it wasn't hitting. It's a risk reward. So if you want to do like an aim plus 10,
you're going to be waiting for 10 movements.
Yes. But if you have that character trapped in a corner or they're immobilized, you can comfortably wait.
Yeah. If they're a larger enemy too, like there are a few boss battles where the boss who takes up like 4 tiles barely moves.
Yeah.
I'm keep thinking back to the Cardinal.
The Delacroix.
Yeah. And he's just a big fuck and he barely moves. He just uses a ton of magic and bullshit. So I just remember stationing 2 archers and just going ham.
Yeah.
Because you can get him done in like 3 shots if you really know what you're doing.
I never wind up using archers for too long. They're kind of a stepping stone to thieves and other things, but they're not bad. No. They're solid.
No, and I like the bow functions in this game, and there are some really elite bow and arrow sets you can do.
Yeah.
They're just super risk reward.
Big fan.
I do like that they can jump higher. You can get some sniping.
Yeah.
I like that.
And height plays a big difference for archers. If they're down low in front of a building, they're useless.
Yeah.
But if they're up on top of something with an angle.
Oh, yeah.
Much like the real world. White mage, healing and protection magic.
Standard.
It's surprising how I didn't have a white mage at the end of the game, though.
Really?
I had Orlando with the item ability in case I needed someone to heal.
Yeah.
But then I had one mage, and it was an arithmetician.
Yeah.
That can do white magic, black magic. They can do time magic and oracle.
Yeah.
And just a powerhouse. And the success rate is very good for them.
I usually keep a white mage around because I'm very partial to the big Final Fantasy classes.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the way they look. I think black mages are the coolest looking fucking thing on the face of the fucking planet.
Big time.
Yeah. I love black mages.
There's a reason VV is perfect.
If I existed in the Final Fantasy universe as like a real person, I would be a black mage. Certainly.
You'd be a black mage with no faith.
Yeah, but it would work out.
A black mage with just like ninja abilities and a gun.
Probably.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. I can get little fireballs, you know.
You trick them. People would be like, oh, he's a magician. You're like, I'm packing. You open the robe.
I'm not a priest. I'm a maniac.
I'm a monster. White mages can also get the regenerate ability. Applies regen when you take damage.
Regen.
It's a great thing. Great thing to have. And magic defense boost as well. Black mage, they're fragile magic damage dealers.
Yep.
They can get magic counter, which automatically counters enemy attacks with the same spell. If they get hit with fire, they'll fire back, which this is kind of really rare because you're fighting a mage, and the chance for them to hit you with a spell is small.
Especially if you can move out of the way quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. The AI in this game can be intelligent at times, but for the most part, I do not find myself having any trouble like downing like the big beefy knight guy ever. Mm-hmm. I'll often miss like mostly monster enemies because they can get across the field relatively quick.
And that's an interesting thing with this too, because Aaron was asking about it. Mm-hmm. When you target a unit versus a tile. And so let's say you're a black mage. You're standing next to someone. You hit fire. You cast fire on the unit. Now, if that unit moves, the spell follows them.
Yep.
If you do tile, that unit can move, but it'll stay where you cast it.
I usually choose tile.
It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Tile can be safer because if that character moves before you and moves next to you, you'll get hit with it as well.
Yeah.
In the AoE. That's a weird thing. So what you can do is cast a major heal spell and then run away with your white mage, and it'll still get there because you can move out of range, but if you've already cast a spell, it's still effective.
Yep.
Yes. That's a weird thing to wrap your mind around at first. The monk, one of the best jobs in the game.
Of course.
Bravery directly affects their physical attack power and reaction rates. Their fists scale with physical attack and bravery. Less faith, the better. And early on, one of the powerhouses, like Aura Blast is where you can like attack spaces away from you.
Yeah. And
Shockwave, you can do a long line of attack. Purification will cure almost any status ailment.
Yep.
With 100% success. Chakra heals HP and MP to yourself and your area around you.
Important.
That's broken as shit.
So you pair them up with a mage of some sort.
Yep. Little bodyguard, just like got the knuckles out there. But the fact that it can heal HP and MP.
Healing MP is the most important thing because it's a limited supply.
Big time.
Yeah.
And mages can't do that.
Yeah.
And so to have a monk character that can do essentially a cure HP and MP to everyone, it's broken. And it's got revive. So
considering how brittle the mages are in this game, it's so necessary.
That's kind of why I moved away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like giving myself little challenges though. You know.
The thief, very fast class is their benefit. They can steal. They have movement +2, so most of my characters spend a little time as a thief just to get move +2 to bring over.
You gotta replace that from the Squire one.
Yeah, and there's up to move +3 for only male characters, unfortunately.
Really? Why?
Because the bard gets move +3 and the dancer gets jump +3, which is really dumb.
Oh, you can only. Oh, it is gender based. Why can't there be a male dancer?
I agree.
Have these guys ever been to a Chippendales?
And sometimes, I'm going to say it, women can sing too. Controversial. The Mystic, or the Oracle, is what I know them more as, is a debuff-based magic job. So with their mystic arts, they can inflict blind, silence, sleep, confusion, berserk, slow frog, charm, stop, sleep, petrify. And they can raise or lower faith, which is kind of cool too.
I like that.
The Time Mage is a speed controller and battlefield manipulator.
Love me a Time Mage.
Yeah. Haste and slow. Immobilize and stop. Meteor if you want to start getting fancy.
I don't end up using.
I don't use their. No. There's other spells for that.
What does Meteor have to do with time?
I don't know.
Is it just that they're really old rocks that move through space?
Why can a Time Mage do it? Who knows? But they're useful. Very that's always a good support ability for other mages. Just throw time on there so they can just get haste on everyone at the start of the battle.
I usually pair time magic with white magic.
Yeah.
Because you just want support abilities, you know?
Until you get the arithmetician that can do fucking all of them.
Exactly.
To multiple things across the battlefield.
But getting there is a little rough.
Yeah, you actually have to go through every magic class, learn the spells. Time Mage has one of the best support abilities, Swift Spell, which vastly reduces magic charge rates.
It pushes it down to half, right?
I think it's half, yeah.
Yeah.
It's essential.
Yeah.
And then Teleport for each, so they can potentially teleport anywhere on the map, but for each square moved beyond their standard move stat, there is a 10% chance of the support failing. So the further away, the less likely it is to work.
I like that.
But if they're trapped, 100% success rate to get on the other side of something, which is nice. And they can bypass height differences. Geomancer.
I think this one is fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
They get swords.
Yeah.
They look kind of cool.
Yeah. They've got the weird outfit.
It's damages both physical and magic, so you want kind of faith and bravery.
They're
And
versatile.
Use the dormant power of the terrain to attack enemies at a fairly long range.
Yeah.
Good distance, and then there's also a chance of like a status effect with it.
This is where the elements on tiles really come into play.
Yeah.
Not just affecting movement, but affecting your attack levels.
If you have like a master geomancer and you put that ability on anything else, it's just a really great extra ability to have.
I think I once made Ramza geomancer for quite a while.
I think that I had a chemist and geomancer for a bit. So they were mostly in the back healing, but if they needed to, they could also do attacks at a range, which
And
is
defend
nice.
themselves.
How do you feel about dragoons?
I like dragoons. I like them as a Final Fantasy class. Their usefulness is debatable, especially in other games. The jump ability is interesting.
It's very weird to me.
It's only really I think a dragoon is very helpful in kind of an active time battle where the enemy can't attack you and you get a little bit of space cushion for like bigger attacks.
Yeah.
But you got to time that shit out.
Yeah. With the jump abilities, it's like jump plus a number.
Yeah.
You go in the air and you disappear. And so consult your CT, the list on the side. You'll see if you're going to hit them before they move. But it's nice because you can't get attacked while you're missing.
Yeah. Which is nice. I guess you can incorporate that into strategies. It's just I'd rather have the immediate satisfaction. Like when the Dragoon first appeared in Final Fantasy 3,
Sure.
I think.
Yeah.
And it was useful then.
They look cool.
They are rad. Dude, that armor, for a while when I was doing Final Fantasy 14, I was playing as a Dragoon.
Yeah.
It's just cool looking.
They just look great. They have pole arms.
They have amazing agility rates too.
Yeah, they're slick. And they get ignore elevation as a support ability,
That's awesome.
which you can be 20 spots below something and just jump right up,
Yeah.
which is very useful in certain spots. The Orator talks to people, manipulate faith, bravery, and the will of enemies, so you can actually like fuck someone up kind of with that, but they use guns and they can make an enemy join them, which is kind of fun.
Orator.
I like the idea of an orator. Like
It's just a politician.
it's to imagine just like berating someone to the point where like they lose bravery. Like, fuck, man, just stop. It hurts.
Your mother was a trollop. No, she wasn't.
She's a terrible cook.
But I love her ham salad.
You can do a lot of things. You can inflict sleep. You can inflict stop, and you can raise faith. You can recruit enemies, which I like. That like, hey man, check this out. Check out what we got over here.
As podcasters, we can induce sleep. It's within our abilities.
That's one of our abilities.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just a podcaster class.
The podcaster class, the least useful class in every job system.
Murder, true crime.
You're using the true crime ability. It titillates and excites.
It's like, oh, I could die. Oh, that's what people like about it. I like it. It's like, oh, what if this guy came to kill me?
Ooh, I love horror movies, man.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, you're getting chased by a bunch of hillbillies and you went up in the tower? You went up in the tower.
Yeah, you got no escape.
Of course you're going to set it on fire.
Yeah. What movie's that from?
Wrong Turn or something. It had Eliza Dushku. We watched it the other day. It was okay.
I like Eliza Dushku.
Yeah.
Did you know she quit acting?
Good for her.
And now she's like a therapist?
I did not know that much.
Sexy therapist.
Hard to be. Well, I guess you'd be honest. You just lay your heart out there.
I'd be like, you're beautiful.
It's like, but how are you? Excited.
A lot of people in my life are dead. Eliza.
Eliza. Summoners unleash a wide range of summons that distinguish between friend and foe. Now, that's what's really unique about them. If you
That's
do
cool.
a Firaga, but it's a black mage, it hits the area.
It's just pure destruction.
If you cast Cyclops, it only hits enemies.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I think summoning is some of the coolest shit in Final Fantasy, period. I had Final Fantasy VII. I got Knights of the Round.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Thank God there's fast forward features in the game now.
Yeah.
The remaster version or whatever.
I do wish that summons had a bit more like interactivity like it did with 8, where you could boost it. I wish that more Final Fantasies were like, get a little more involved, even if it's like button pressing, like a sequence.
Yeah.
I'd like that.
I like with Final Fantasy 12's, the new version, the Zodiac Age, where you actually can control them when they're on the battlefield.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is rad.
Yeah. It's different, which before, if they just show up and do their own thing, it's cool, but it's a little different.
Yeah.
The summons, some important ones, Moogle. It's fast, restore HP. Golem is great, or Golem, however you want to say it.
Same.
But that one you cast right away, and it gives you a physical barrier that prevents like a lot of hits of damage, which is very powerful. Then, regular summons, their support ability, they get half MP for everything if you acquire that ability, which is nice. The Samurai, physical powerhouse, scales best with high faith to boost the Iado power, and moderate to high bravery to improve reaction to triggers and melee damage. Their ability is very mysterious, actually.
It's very weird seeing like, because this is a fantasy game. It's in the fucking title, but then you see them like samurais, and it's like, where'd you come from? It's like, yeah, this is kind of, especially this game. It's very 1500s. It's almost like 1200 something in our equivalent of our years.
Yeah,
and it's just like, oh, okay.
I love their look.
They're rad.
They look just like
the female ones look awesome.
Yeah, she looks better than the man.
Yeah,
the male one.
I find that a lot of the classes look better as women.
The mime one is amazing. The female mime, or no, that's the male mime. I forget. One of them is like a straight up monster, and the other one is just a human.
Yeah,
which is funny. But the Iadio, or Iadio, however you say it,
spell it.
You need IADIO.
Iado.
You unleash AoE attacks, channeling the spirit of katanas to strike groups or empower allies. So you actually need to have the katana.
Yeah,
that's not the one you have equipped. You have to have one, and they hold it up. And then there's a chance you're going to break the katana by doing it.
Yeah.
But they can do like the Masamune. That does haste and regen when you use it. Powerful. Miramasa can do confusion. The Kitamori, protect and shell. It's interesting that
these all have a chance of breaking?
Every time you use it.
God, that sucks. What's the percentage?
I don't know, but at some point money is irrelevant, so you can buy a lot of the nicer ones and just have them. And then one of the most important abilities for all of my characters is one of the support abilities of the samurai, the Shirahadori, which allows the unit to block most physical attacks. All physical attacks go to like a 10-15% chance of success rate against someone with this ability.
Fuck. So it's just whiffing.
It's very powerful.
You just make the enemy whiff.
In tactician mode, it's not as aggressive. It's like a 50% chance.
Oh,
but
that's still good.
Yeah,
that's an evasion.
Yeah, and that's one of the abilities that's on almost all my characters all the time.
Gotta have it.
Yeah, it's a good one,
especially if you're up close brawling.
Ninjas, very fast, very powerful.
Double strike,
2 weapons, and that is very powerful.
It's insane.
Plus, they have great movement range and great speed. So if there's a ninja, they're probably going to move first.
Yep.
Their abilities are fine. Throwing weapons is okay. I've never loved it.
No. In Tactics Advance, you got little like elemental powers.
Okay.
It's cool. Like you could summon thorns from the ground, and then they can lower the speed, and you still get an attack off. You like perform like the Naruto signs. So it's essentially that type of fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that was probably influenced by Naruto. So, because Naruto wasn't happening when this first released.
Is Naruto good?
I have a soft spot for it, but no.
Okay.
I don't think it's fabulous.
I think I watched like a couple episodes a long time ago. I don't know.
The manga's good to a point,
Yeah.
and then they kind of lost the plot.
Ninjas have a couple of cool abilities like Vanish, where if you receive a physical attack, you immediately go invisible.
Mm-hmm.
So until
That's
you
cool.
do another attack, no one can
Just
hurt
disappear.
you. Reflexes upon receiving an attack greatly increases physical and magical parry for the rest of the battle. Dual wield you can bring to other classes, so anyone can have two weapons.
Which is cool when you got
Can't
like
do
guns.
you can't do it with guns.
Oh, really?
You can't dual wield guns.
That
Which
sucks.
really pisses me off. I want it so bad.
You could in Advance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get to the arithmetician.
Yay.
One of the most complex and powerful jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of casting spells, plus the male arithmetician with his like bald head with the mohawk
Yeah.
and that fucking big robe. When you're so smart, you can dress like a ding dong and just command authority. So cool. Instead of casting spells traditionally, arithmeticians use mathematical formulas to target units based on shared characteristics like level, CT, experience, or elevation. They have prime, 3, 4, and 5. You need those numbers because they apply to CT, level, experience, and
hate this.
elevation. And so you'd say
Fuck.
all CT that is a prime number,
Yeah.
which is your turn order,
Right.
it affects all of those units. And if you like, and that's different every time you use it. Experience, like the experience points that they end in, if they're divisible by 3 and you do experience, every character who has an experience number that is divisible by 3 will be affected by the spell you choose to cast. Nobody is doing the math. What you do, I want to heal this character, and I'm trying not to heal their characters.
Yeah.
So what you do is you go through every fucking one of them. CT, prime 3, 4, or 5. Elevation, prime 3, 4, 5. Eventually you might find one that hits like 4 of your characters and none of theirs, or 1 of theirs. And
It's just random shit, really. It's not random, but it's like biding your time, and it's annoying.
it's like, we are not the smart ones.
No.
We are just brute forcing it. And it's super powerful because there's also no casting time.
And there are dorks out there that are like really into this specifically.
I got to move to that square for this reason. I only put my characters on the elevation of 4 because it's the best. It's so obtuse and powerful. And so,
if you can get it to work.
well, what I do is I just go through every single one of them when I need to cast a spell, and I'll find one that works. But it's like just tedious.
Yeah.
But you know who you're going to hit
Yeah.
if you go through it. It takes a long time, but insanely powerful. But what arithmetics are incredibly slow, the arithmetician. So what you do is you take that, you learn the abilities, and then you put them on a summoner.
Yeah.
So you have all summon magic plus all the other 4 schools of magic.
Yeah.
And voila. The dancer.
The Taylor Swift of the
Yeah.
game.
I don't know if she can even dance. Dancers are support jobs that use rhythmic movement to weaken enemies and disrupt their strategies. So
That's what I do.
there's 3 archers across the field like, yo, what?
Damn, she's pretty.
Is she just twirling around in a circle this entire battle? Just like
There should be a skin that's just like a Hooters employee.
the DLC,
whoa.
the Hooters outfit.
Is this getting DLC?
No, I don't believe so.
I wouldn't imagine.
The dancer can reduce MP, HP, speed, attack, or faith on enemies and inflict random negative status effects. I don't use dancers. If I did, I would use one that would lower enemy speed. Because that one, you just put them in the back and they're just kind of always working.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. And the bard is the male version, but they benefit the party instead of negatively affect the enemies. So they restore HP, they can revive allies. The only one I ever use is increased speed. But They get movement +3, which is
But are they spoony?
sometimes.
You spoony bard.
Yes, Final Fantasy IV.
Correct.
Yeah.
They kept that in the translation.
Well, they better have.
Yeah.
It's iconic.
Well, they kept that in the Game Boy Advance port, even though they redid a lot of that script. And then the 3D DS one, they kept it. It's iconic.
There's the mime class, which is incredibly weird.
I've never fucked around with it.
I don't like it.
I just don't care for that shit. I don't need a clown running around.
Unlike every other class, mimes cannot learn abilities, equip gear, or earn JP. Instead, they automatically mimic the actions of allies, copying attacks, spells, and skills for free. They boast some of the best growth rates. We didn't even mention that. If you level up as a ninja for 10 levels versus level up as a black mage for 10 levels, your stats permanently change.
Oh.
Ninjas, if you do most of your leveling up with them, you're going to be very fast.
Oh, yeah, there is. Yep. Yeah. I forgot about that. I should be paying attention.
So if people are trying to min-max this game, which is stupid, don't do it.
Yeah.
You would want to become a mime, maybe. I think that's the best one. And then get to level 99 as a mime and then choose your other one.
Fuck no.
No, thank you. Their mimes are high risk, high reward, can be strong, but they're kind of weird. They're just kind of weird.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight one was removed. They are essentially like Gafgarian abilities. That was not in the Evilise Chronicles, but I do love me a Dark Knight.
Sacrifice some HP for better attacks.
And you don't even need to sacrifice HP for all of them.
No, yeah,
But
I
for
know.
some of them you do, yeah.
Exactly.
And then the Onion Knight was or the Lions one as well. Basic stats, no real abilities.
I love Onion Knight.
What is an Onion Knight?
It's a knight of many layers. So
A knight, is that what it stands for?
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like more complex knights.
Okay.
They can use magic and they can do a lot of stuff. They're like the knight version of a sage or something.
Okay.
It was a class introduced in Final Fantasy III.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have basic stats, no abilities, but they have hidden potential in that its power depends on the number of other jobs it has mastered.
Yep.
Potentially the strongest job in the game, deals the most damage once maxed.
In the first Dissidia, the Onion Knight was the hero representative.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 3.
For those great fighting games.
I like the first Dissidia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I think I watched like some of the interactions or the videos.
It's fun. You get to just it's tomfoolery, but it's fun.
Do you have any of the like unique characters that join the party that you actually like using? I mean, everyone knows about Orlando.
Orlando's good. I try to use my units.
Yeah.
I feel oddly more of a connection to them because I feel like I built them myself.
You're
essentially.
invested.
Yeah.
You've spent so much time building them up.
I gave them names. They're like my children.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't use a lot of people from outside. I haven't gotten Cloud yet, so I don't even know if I'd use him.
Cloud, the soldier is unique in that it's based on magic damage, not physical damage, which those are actually, they're considered like spells. So Swift Spell would drastically reduce the limit break time.
Right.
Mostly damage. I mentioned the Worker 8. He's cool. His class with 0 faith. There's some cool, like, I like the side quest characters. I don't wind up using them afterwards, like Mustadio.
No.
He's nice for leg shot and arm shot, where you can just, like, across the battlefield immobilize someone.
If you need it for a specific fight, that's cool. But
I like Agrius. Just because she's a badass.
yeah, I like having a lot of female characters in my party.
Yeah. And Orlando, the Thunder God, Sword Saint, will break the game.
Yeah.
He can destroy armor and weapons at the drop of a hat. And I mean, honestly, it does. You either choose to play with him and your game is just based around him the rest of it, or you don't. Massive amounts of fuck you damage. He can heal while attacking. crushes armor and weapons. He's a monster. And I'm bummed Balthier wasn't included this time. His Sky Pirate class has Plunder, which is a higher form of steel.
Oh, that's cool.
And also all of Mustadio's attacks as well.
Do they ever explain why he shows up in
No.
500 years later from his time period?
Probably some Oracite bullshit.
They can just make that shit up, yeah.
Timey
It's fine.
wimey, Doctor Who. That's the classes, and that's some of the characters. We're not going to go through the story. We don't need to do all that.
No.
I did just make a list of some oddities and weird things about the game.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yes.
Well, the story, we should reiterate that this is one of the best written JRPGs.
It's very good. Yeah. If this was a novel with the same dialogue, I would say this. I would read it. Like it's up there with. Like, I think some of the. I'd put this next to a Game of Thrones book.
That's what I was going to say. There's so much in this that has all the political intrigue of a very well written fantasy novel. You don't always get that because a lot of other Final Fantasies they lean more towards like anime.
Yeah.
So anime and goofiness. This one is not a goofy video game. It's not entirely self-serious, but for the most part, you're going to be dealing with some heavy themes.
Yeah. Well, you're a bastard. Ramza is a bastard son. Different mother than Dice Darg and
that guy. Yeah.
And the Azalbag.
Yeah.
Great names. But essentially, the church there's a group of Knights Templar in the church which are trying to resurrect a dead god. And most of what's going on, though, is after this 50 years war, all of the soldiers which were mistreated, they're essentially after the war, they're not given money and just kind of not taken care of.
Yeah.
The veterans aren't being taken care of. And then that's how the Corpse Brigade happens. And a lot of it is the haves and the have-nots. Like, we're not trying to destroy your class. We want the right to live.
I think that Delita has probably the best character arc in the game.
He has a real one. He is up to something.
All the time.
And he winds up becoming king. The commoner who became king. You find out
he kills his wife.
Well, there's the Black Lions and the White Lions, and they both want to stake a claim to the throne because the king is dead. One has the 12-year-old, and another has a potentially fake adopted daughter who isn't real.
Is it not revealed that was something that they were just saying to get into her head?
I think it is real.
Okay, because I don't know if
I don't think it's proven.
It's not proven.
Yes, either way, there's no way to prove it.
Yeah, because you are just replaying a history book.
But essentially, they start resurrecting these dead demons.
Yeah.
And they're doing it to create power. I do like the Zodiac. I love all of that story. It all works for me.
Brave, yeah.
It works a lot more than I thought it would. But when
you see that fucker transform into a demon for the first time, you're just like, oh, now it's really a fucking Final Fantasy game.
Yeah. And I used
to... Because for a while, you're kind of dealing with like very standard, like... Not really Dungeons and Dragons-y. It's a little more realistic. It's on the side of like, oh, this is just brutal warfare between people. And suddenly you're just like, holy fuck.
Now it's demons.
Now
and
you get scary shit. No Marlboros, though.
I used to not like that aspect of it as much because the story is working so well as just political intrigue that when they started to bring it in, oh, we're fighting God again, as Final Fantasies do.
You have to fight God, though.
But it works. I like that Ramza becomes a heretic because he fights every step of the way for what's right. And Delita is using a lot of subterfuge and backstabbing to try and... I understand where he's coming from. He wants to get in charge so he can make things better.
For the lower class. Yeah.
I appreciate it, but they're kind of going at it with two different ways. And Ramza is like the only one fighting with honor, really.
Well, I think when Delita's sister dies, he... snaps, and I think that's kind of like it for him because she's like the only family he really had left.
Yeah,
and so then it just becomes a weird romance between him and Ovelia.
Yes, well, and it's
a very weird romance.
Well, and it ends with her stabbing him and him killing her.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very end of Game of Thrones. Do you think?
Well, no, I believe that this was partially inspired by Game of Thrones. That first book came out before this game did back in the 90s.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just a little bit about the story. We don't need a ton, but 1,300 years after FF12.
1,300. Okay.
Yes. There was a cataclysm, and then...
This was all retroactive. That's one thing we have to say, because obviously this one was made before 12, and they're using all the names.
Yeah.
So they do mention that there's like airships and shit.
Yes.
And there's shit buried that blows people's minds, and that's the reason we got all the demons and stuff, is that they mostly like dug up all this old shit.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's also kind of sad to think about all the cast members of 12 just being dead.
Yeah.
The world didn't continue. You saved the world, and too bad it fucking blew up anyway.
I will say what's really cool about the backstory, if you dive into it, is the main bad character, Ajora, is essentially like a false Christ character.
Yeah.
That has become the head of a church after their death because they were crucified essentially. And then like, all right, we're going to use this myth for our own purposes. The church knows it's not real, but they're hiding the book. There's a lot of really cool ideas about religion that is explored here.
With no joking aside, it reminds me a bit of obviously the Catholic Church. But when you consider that they kind of don't believe it, there is some aspect of Judaism that kind of falls in line with that, where they're like parables and they understand that they're parables and that they're just stories, but they're teaching you something and they tell you how to live your life well.
Yeah.
It's kind of that. Mm-hmm. Except I don't know. I'd have pork. I'd still eat pork.
We're going to keep the pork.
I'd love to. I mean, I love bacon. I had some earlier.
Need to have the bacon. Yeah. The story's great.
Yeah.
And for the Discord, I'll post my outline I made of the story.
Please do.
We're not going through it. I just looked at the page and I was exhausted just looking at it.
See, I wonder what the engagement on this episode is going to be. I know it's a recent video game release.
Yeah.
And we've got a few people who talk to us about it on there, but it's mostly just Aaron. I wonder how much of the population would even care to play this type of game.
In the year of the best video games ever all being released.
This is the best year in video games, I think.
The other day I was nitpicking Hades 2, which is easily a 9 out of 10. But
if this had occurred in one of those slow years, everyone would just be like, oh yeah, Hades 2. That's it. Yep. It's done. It's over with.
Some oddities about the game. Some people will probably not understand how a lot of the different weapons work.
Yeah.
Axes, they have higher attack power and can deal more damage than weapons at the same time, but it's random. So it's variable. You don't know what you're going to get, so it makes it... I never use them.
I did double wielding axes for a while.
Yeah?
It's fun. If you have a character you know is just going to work out with it, it's like, why not?
I don't like up in the air. I need numbers. I need solid things.
I don't know.
Bags are the same way. Bags do random damage as well as flails and axes. Books have a range of exactly 3, not 2. Mm-hmm. It needs to be 3, which is weird. And enemies closer or further away cannot be targeted. Infinite vertical range. So you can use a book 3, like...
Someone's on the tower. Zip.
It's weird. I don't know if you're reading at them. Cloth is what dancers have. They have an unnaturally high parry rate, like a bull with...
oh, sure.
Yeah, when they're charging. They have a horizontal range of 2 tiles and a vertical range of 3. Instruments like books have a set of 3. Poles, range of 2 with a vertical range of 3. So if someone's much higher, you can hit them with a pole.
Yeah.
And same with pole arms. Errands are an essential part of the game.
Yeah.
When you go into bars and then you get these jobs, you send your characters out. You can't use main characters.
No.
But it's essentially free job points.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah. You can learn abilities from enemies. We briefly talked about that. To get some of the strongest abilities in the game, like Ultima and Zodiac, you can only learn them from enemies. Mm-hmm. Atheism is you can be affected by atheism.
Yeah.
If your faith falls to 0, you cannot be hit by magic with atheism. Love it.
I think that's such an interesting. It's just it's a stat. It's like I love when they include stuff like that. That's almost what do they call it? That's like almost Ludo narrative to some degree.
Yeah.
It's to include something like that is just so thoughtful.
It's interesting. I wish other Final Fantasy games fucked with this idea. Bravery and Faith is unlike anything I've played on other games before.
You know what? I would tend to fucking agree. When you get to other strategy games, usually the units are pretty well spelled out for you. Like Fire Emblems, their growth rates, their stats, usually what class they are. You can't do much to like change them. You'll get different variables, and depending on what you equip them with, they can do different things. But they don't have like, it's not even like, it's like MP, HP, move rate.
Maybe luck. Luck is always in most games the weirdest stat.
Yeah.
But this one, there are so many complexities and moving parts, and that's why you can keep coming back to this game and you'll find out something new.
Yeah.
Also with thieves or with ninjas with thief abilities, they get 2 steal attempts.
Yeah.
That whole thing just kind of broke my mind.
Yeah.
And when there's so many little things like that, it's fun to revisit the game and try new things or discover new things.
That's truly what makes it replayable. I find Final Fantasy VIII to be extremely replayable because of the builds you can make basically like right away.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like when you have kind of a very straightforward RPG like Final Fantasy X, I find it hard to replay that one.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, well, I'm going to follow the sphere grid the best way. That's just what's going to happen.
It's interesting how with 12, they've had 2 iterations of 12 as well. Because one, it's like, all right, you can learn everything, make them exactly what you want. And there was no like more defined jobs. And then with the Zodiac Age, they're like, no, we're going to change everything. And now you have separate jobs and you can double class.
Yeah.
But interesting.
It's a choice.
It's picking a lane. And I wish there was at least in 12 the option to do either. But
they should have just done it.
Yeah.
They should have just done it. I mean,
I did appreciate having defined jobs, but it's different. Yeah. The job system is always like integral to the Final Fantasy experience. I prefer Final Fantasy games with defined jobs.
But 7 is so big for you.
And they do have defined jobs in the remake and rebirth.
They do, yes.
Big, like whole different play styles.
Yeah.
But they can
I mean, you're never going to get Aerith to be a good physical attacker in 7.
I hate it.
No, of course not.
No.
Yeah.
I hate playing as her. In Rebirth?
In Rebirth, I'm really good with Aerith.
Oh, there's like those challenges where you have to...
Oh.
What was it? Cactar or something? I forget what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Sucked.
Yep.
Yeah. There are rare battles you can run into where you'll fight like 5 arithmeticians, 7 samurai, 6 ninjas, 8 dragoons, or 8 dragons, I should say. And the last weird thing I wanted to bring up, there's a time mage in the deep dungeon that is the male model that is a female scream. While this time mage uses the male job sprites, they can also use all the female items and classes. Should you transform into the dancer class, they will look like the bard, but possess all of the dancer abilities. You can entice...
So it's just a trans person.
It's a trans person.
That's cool.
And you can entice them and have them join your party.
Oh, that's fun.
Very unique.
I like that.
Yes.
All representation matters to someone.
Why not have it?
Well, it's just like they're, a certain percentage of the population is this thing. Why not include them?
Yeah.
It's like... You can make the numbers of like how often you would find someone like that, but it's also like, yeah, they exist.
Getting angry and worked up about stuff seems so exhausting.
I don't know how other people do it.
Well, I hate it when people get worked up about things. And I'm like, America is founded on religious freedom and the ability to be who you want to be and love who you love.
It was also founded on slavery.
Well, the romanticized ideals of it.
Right. Well, none of that shit really existed, unfortunately, if you dive into it.
Less so lately.
Yeah.
That's Final Fantasy Tactics. I will share the story with the Discord and our Patreon members. If you
yeah.
guys want access to it, I'll send it over to you. I did make a nice outline, but the thought of reading all of that sounds horrible to me right now.
There are a lot of names, and there are a lot of like things of context that just don't read out well.
Yeah.
We can explain the story of 8. Easy peasy. 7, easy. But with this one, you're going to be like, unless you have a picture of some of these characters and then you show them next to the people they're interacting with, you're not going to fucking... I'm like, who's this fucker?
Yeah.
I found myself doing that because I dip in and out.
Yeah. There's a lot of characters at the end that all of a sudden it's like pronoun city.
Yeah.
And it's like new character, new character, new character.
Yep.
I can't keep up.
Exposition Town, USA.
Yeah, and eventually you're going underground to an airship graveyard and fighting Jesus, who came back as your sister.
Yep. I like that.
Yeah. Let's rank it.
Let's do it.
I'm curious.
This is going to be an interesting one because I believe you are a bigger fan of this than I am.
I am a fan of it.
Okay.
We currently have 76 titles. We'll go here in the middle. Resident Evil 2 Remake or Final Fantasy Tactics.
Tactics. Okay. We're on the same page so far.
Final Fantasy 10 or Final Fantasy Tactics. Tactics.
Tactics, yep.
That's not an easy one.
No, it's not easy.
But Tactics
like
is just
10.
so unique.
Yeah. It's a different experience.
We'll go with the Final Fantasies. We'll have it go up against them in order. Final Fantasy 12. I go 12.
I'm going to give you that one, actually.
Okay. So, God of War Ragnarok or Tactics.
Tactics.
Easy. Link's Awakening or Tactics. That one's tougher, but I would say Tactics.
Yeah.
So that puts Tactics at number 31 on the list.
Not bad.
No, that's pretty
That's a
good.
fighter.
Excellent. And if you have listened this far, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us on this journey.
Thank you.
If you wanted to support us in any way, please check out patreon.com/Hair of the Dogcast. You get access to bonus episodes, access to a lot of great perks. You can join our Discord. Special thanks to Patreon executive producers Phil Wright, Brian Ward, Ryan Christianick, Kipper, Jordan Hoff, Kelly Gutowski, Bryant Ross, Phil Just Red Bear Phil, thanks Tyler, Justin Melly, Just Sonic, Spetsnaz, Ejot, and Tony the Pepperoni.
Tony the Pepperoni. Yeah, join the Discord. It's a lot of fun. If you just want to have a simulated hangout, a decent time, full of people who are really respectful and nice.
Pictures of weird foods.
Oh, yeah. Well, the crazy thing is just like, I always expected some asshole was going to find their way onto the Discord. Didn't happen.
No. Nope, not yet. If we ever got that big,
Oh, God.
it would happen. But yeah, we appreciate all of your support. And up next for the Raw Dogs will be Hades 2.
Hell yeah.
Which I don't know if that'll be more on Patreon release first, but we'll see. And then after that, Silk Song.
Silk Song.
You need a little more. You need some more time cooking on the Silk Song.
I got to do it. I've just been bashing my head against a wall. It's an energy thing. It's literally like, do I have the patience for this? Sometimes the answer is blatantly no. Sometimes I just want to play the new Katamari game that just came out.
Silk Song is not casual.
It is not a casual
You're
game.
locked in.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy I'm done with it.
I look forward to doing the required work. I don't know if I'll go beyond that.
I now, after beating Hades 2 today, not the true ending, I'm still going to fuck around with that probably. I have to beat it, I think, 10 more times, 5 each.
Yep.
And then I get true ending. But now the Game of the Year category, I have a perspective on.
Okay.
Because I've actually played through all of them that I think I would want to.
Right.
So
What are you at right now?
I'm not going to say. But I'll say...
fuck you. You made me do it.
I'll say that we have Hades 2, we have Silk Song, we have Death Stranding 2.
Yeah.
We have...
Expedition 33.
Expedition 33.
How'd you forget that fucker?
Because it's been a long year already.
It has. Pokemon Legends ZA, for me, is kind of on that list. It's weird.
Yeah.
Normally, I don't give these games a lot of, clout or credit.
You're willing to forgive some things with those games, though, too.
I am, however, I actually legitimately think this game is pretty fucking great.
I know what my game of the year is already.
It's 33, right?
No.
It's Death Stranding 2.
I'm not going to say it.
Oh, well, then it's that.
Fuck yeah.
Unfortunately, I think I have to take that out of contention because while playing it, I was saying to myself, Dylan, you are choosing to do your job, a simulated version of your job outside of your job.
It's so good.
It's so good, though.
And thanks again for listening, everyone. We'll see you all next time here on Raw Dogs.
Au revoir. Au revoir.